Oh, just the one thing, Andrew. If there's something you haven't told me, well, I'm sure you can figure out the rest, eh?
He forced me. I tried to stop it. I said no.
Hey! Oh, you're going to call me if you need anything.
I know, but I have to leave the house on my own at some point, don't I? Plus, I managed to get an appointment at the health centre. See if I can get something to help me sleep this time.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, eh? Sure the doctor will sort you out. I know it would be better. You want rid of that animal, you just say a word.
I told you, that's not an option.
Might be. Crossing my path anytime soon.
Look, we agreed we wouldn't go down that road. He'll get what's coming to him. Believe me.
Why don't I make us dinner tonight, eh? Anything you fancy.
As long as it comes with a glass of wine.
Consider it done. He's got some making him.
Please don't cause a scene.
Happy New Year.
What are you talking about?
You're back with him 5 minutes, and you've let him take you away for everything you built up for yourself.
Leave it, Scarlett. Let's go back inside.
How can you be so nice? You left him high and dry with double the workload. Andrew helped you when you had nothing and nobody. He gives you a job, a flat, and then you've thrown it back in his face.
I'd watch that tongue of yours, I was you. You've no idea what's going on.
I do. Lydia was staying fine on her own. Probably suits you better, but doesn't it? Having her as a kept wee wife.
It's not for us to judge, Scarlett.
What?
Lenny, I can't do this now.
Tell you. They Murdocks are more trouble than they're worth. They're better after to them.
I'm sorry about my last appointment. I wasn't quite feeling myself.
I must admit, I was a bit worried about you.
Just going through a bad patch.
I heard you've left your job and moved back in with Lenny. Are you sleeping any better? Why do you think that is? Well, as I said before, I don't like to prescribe any medication without exploring other options first, but if there's nothing else troubling you...
I was attacked.
When you say attacked...
I was raped.
Okay. When was this?
A few weeks ago.
Just so you know, we can talk for as long as you feel comfortable.
I need to say this. I was home alone with someone. Weakest, but it just didn't feel right. And I asked him... I told him to stop, and he carried on. He forced himself on me, and I was so scared I just froze. But inside, I was screaming. And afterwards, he acted as though it was something we both wanted, but I didn't. I didn't.
Do you know the person who attacked you? Are they still in your life now? I have to ask, Did Lenny do this?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, he may be many things, but he would never hurt me like that. Never.
Okay. What happened after?
He left, and I stayed home on my own.
Did you call the police?
I know I should have done. So where does that leave me now?
So you have a few options, and you can decide what works best for you. You could choose to be supported in reporting it to the police, and that might involve visiting the SARC, the Sexual Assault Referral Centre. And I know this all sounds scary, Lydia, but it's a really good service. They have specially trained doctors and nurses and support workers offering medical, emotional and practical support. Okay. Or you could talk to someone else so that you're not dealing with all of this on your own.
Like who?
It would usually be in the form of counselling.
If I do that, he'll get away with it, won't he? Walking around as though nothing has happened, as though he can do whatever he wants. I can't allow that.
In which case, your option would be to report it.
I've seen the news. I've read the statistics too many times. I mean, the chances of a successful prosecution are slim, aren't they?
That doesn't mean you shouldn't consider it. Also, you should get tested for any STIs, just as a precaution. And don't worry. We can take care of that here for you. Oh, Lydia. I'm so sorry this has happened to you.
What would you do if you were me?
As a doctor, I shouldn't advise you on what to do. Everyone's different. Everyone deals with it in different ways. But as a friend, I would urge you to report it. And the attacker, if you feel strong enough to do so.
Can I get you another? Penny for your thoughts?
Oh, sorry, Maggie, I was miles away.
You can tell me to mind my own business, but you look like a woman well out on her mind.
I honestly wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, you can try me if you like. And Caitlin can gather her own empties.
A friend of mine, she's going through a hard time. I don't know how to help her.
What is it? An illness?
She was assaulted by a colleague.
Oh, Lydia, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Lenny told me what happened with Ruby, and do you ever wish he hadn't have died? That he'd have faced the criminal justice system instead?
I can't really do this, just...
I'm sorry, Maggie. I didn't mean to pry.
The truth is, there's not a day goes by that I don't wish that exact thing. What he did to Ruby and those poor girls. He should have gone to court. He should have faced a jury and been found guilty. And not just him. All abusers. The whole world needs to know what kind of monsters live among us. That would have been far less agonising for me and my family.
But there's no guarantee that he would have gone to prison for his crimes.
No. I've got to live every single day with what I did. But at least I know that he will never harm another wee lassie.
I tell you, I really need this. I'm sorry, I've got to go.
Lydia, tell your friend that she needs to do whatever it takes to heal herself.
Lydia,
Leave me alone.
I want to apologize. Scarlett shouldn't have been so rude to you and Lenny this morning. I'm afraid she can be rather protective of me.
It's not Scarlett you should be apologising for. What lies have you been telling her? If she knew what you'd done...
And what did I do, exactly?
You abused your position. Abused my trust.
Rubbish. You encouraged me. Candles? Wine? Flirtation? It was harmless fun between two consenting adults.
Liar. You took advantage. You raped me.
Careful, Lydia. It's a very serious accusation to throw around. And there isn't a court in the land that would believe you. It's your word against mine.
I'd watch your back if I were you.
Well, well, well. Seems you really are a Murdoch after all.
Sorry, I get held up. Might have to be taken away tonight.
I've changed my mind about Andrew. Everywhere I turn, he's there.
You saw him again?
I'll never be free. Always scared, always looking over my shoulder.
It's fine. It's okay.
No, it's not okay, Lenny. Because he's not sorry for what he's done. He'll get away with it, won't he? I can't let him do that to me. Or anyone else. I won't. You're right. There's only one way to deal with this.
You see what I think you're saying?
I want him dead.
Yep. I'll get your phone when I'm leaving here.
Sorry.
Sorry? Come on. What are you sorry for? Heard you up during the night. Don't say sorry again.
I couldn't sleep. I tried to force myself, but
Never works.
in the end I came in here with a book, so it might switch my mind off.
Seems to have done the trick.
I'm still not sure about this, Lenny.
Lydia, you're doing the right thing. Andrew gets away with this, he's going to do it again.
I just don't want you to get hurt. I mean, if something goes wrong, I couldn't live with myself.
Listen to me. It's all been sorted. You don't need to worry about it. I've taken care of everything. You done your bit. You gave me schedule. Look, why don't you phone Amber, eh? See if she's up for lunch.
I can't see Amber now, not like this. She'll know straight away something's wrong.
You need to get out, Lydia. You need to be seen. Remember, she'll think she's your home, no his.
Well, he should be on his way to the golf course right now.
Let's hope he has a great game. It'll be his last.
Lydia,
What are you doing here?
don't you think it's time we put this silly misunderstanding behind us?
You know I'll never be able to do that.
Look, I honestly don't know how it's come to this, Lydia. I'm trying to be the better man here. Fine. And I'll just say thank you
Thank you, what for?
for the heads up. Your threat.
What threat?
I'd watch your back. It prompted me to change a few things, shift my routine around a little, just as a precaution. Lenny has a reputation for being overprotective. And what with the two of you being under the same roof again, I know Lenny is a man to be reckoned with, but you should remember, whilst Lenny has friends in low places, I have friends in very high ones. Should anything happen to me, I've told them exactly where to look.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Lenny, call me back, please.
He was a no-show.
Did you not get my messages? I've been worried sick.
I didn't take my phone. GPS.
Maybe he changed his plans.
Nah, you said it yourself. He's a creature of habit. He got wise. My fault. Underestimate him.
No, Lenny, you didn't. It was me.
What?
I told him to watch his back.
When?
It was a passing comment. I didn't think he'd take me seriously. I was just so angry. I'm sorry, Lenny.
Look, I said a lot worse when I went to see him, okay? Believe me, this is no on you.
Yes, it is, he told me. He said, thanks for the heads up. I saw him again today while I was out. And, well, he threatened me.
All the more reason to get this done. What did he say?
He said he'd take measures to make sure the finger pointed firmly as if anything happened to him.
What measures?
I don't know, and I'm not willing to find out.
Well, I am.
And I'm not. This is my fight, my rules. I need to think. I'm sorry for turning up unannounced again.
You're fine. I was just catching up on some paperwork, so you're a welcome relief. So, how are you doing?
I was hoping you'd tell me, because I don't know anymore.
You still not sleeping? Eating?
Well, Lenny's making sure there's food on my plate, but I don't have much of an appetite.
Well, we can't have you wasting away.
I know. I'm either constantly thinking about what happened or actively trying not to. And you're going to think this is stupid.
Nothing is stupid to me, Lydia.
Sometimes all I hear is this scream in my head. It's exhausting.
Trauma. It's the brain's way of saying no more. And it's a lot more common than you think.
So how do I stop it?
It's a cliche, but time. And of course, with the right support.
You know, I can't stand the fact that he's out there with people thinking that he's this upstanding member of the community. He's getting on with his life like nothing happened. And here I am. I'm too frightened even to go out the house in case I see him.
Have you thought anything more about what we discussed?
Counselling? Yeah, and I will. But counselling only goes so far.
No, I meant the police.
Oh, yeah, I did. You know, like I said last time, the conviction rates, they're so low.
Yeah, sadly they are. But you just mentioned that this man is an upstanding member of the community.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You say what you like. I'm not here to protect him. My point is, what matters most to people in high positions? A formal investigation might not lead to a conviction, Lydia. But it might be enough to ruin his reputation. Forever.
All right. Sorry about you.
I know, I'm sorry.
You sure you're up to this?
Thank you
For what?
for being here.
You can't let him get away with it, Lydia.
I know. But I've worked out what I need to do. I am going to bring Andrew to justice. But I'm going to do it my way. Andrew only cares about his career and his reputation. So I'm going to destroy both. I'm going to report him to the police.
Good to see you, darling.
Why were you and Mum at the police station last night?
Your wee girlfriend tell you that? Is that no breaching some kind of confidentiality?
Just stop messing me around and answer the question.
There's nothing.
Nothing. Right, so you just went there for no reason.
Nothing for you to worry about.
What scheme have you dragged her into this time?
Don't be ridiculous.
I mean it, Dad. I swear, if you've got her involved in anything dodgy...
Away you go.
This is on me, you know.
What is?
Well, I've been so involved in other stuff, I forgot to keep reminding her to stay away from you.
Oh, and what's this other stuff, Mere nonsense with the council?
Well, you'll find out soon enough.
You really think coming after me's going to solve your problems?
I should have done it years ago.
You already tried, Amber. Didn't work. You want tea? Because I'm going to put the kettle on.
Did you need an alibi? Is that what it is?
You know, we should be working together to sort this family out. No tearing it apart.
Well, you're the one who tore it apart in the first place!
I think you should come back when you've calmed down.
Amber, what are you doing here?
Me? What are you doing here?
I moved out the flat. I'm staying with your dad just now.
How long have you been staying here?
Just for a little while.
And you didn't think to tell me?
Busy. Moving our stuff back here.
And why exactly does Andrew need his flat back?
He didn't really say.
You two must think I'm stupid. We said no more lies, Mum. You promised me when you came back.
I meant it.
So why were you at the police station last night?
OK, you were right. It's about me.
Lenny.
Police wanted to know where I was the other night. Your mother came down and told them I was here. They were barring up the rank tree anyway.
Not buying it.
It's true.
No, it isn't.
You're so full of it.
He's just trying to protect me.
Protect you from what?
Lydia, you don't need to.
No more lies, Lenny. She should know the truth. The night of the storm, Andrew came over to fix something at the flat. The weather warnings were terrible. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So I told him he could stay till things calmed down.
Right.
Your dad tried to phone me, but
It's OK, darling.
I didn't answer. Andrew and I, we opened a bottle of wine. You know, we were having a good laugh, chatting away, and...
Mum, it's okay.
And Andrew,
Did something happen to Andrew? And that's why you were at the police station last night?
It was about Andrew.
Dad was jealous of you and him, wasn't he?
Hold on.
He's dead, isn't he? And that explains your involvement in all this.
Once again, you're right.
Nothing has happened to Andrew.
Then what?
That night in the flat, we kissed.
You don't need to do this, Lydia.
Then he tried to take things further. I didn't want to. I told him to stop. Over and over, I told him to stop and he wouldn't. Afterwards, he tried to convince me it's what I wanted. He twisted everything, said I was the one who asked him to stay, and I just froze. He was stronger than me. There was nothing I could do. I felt so ashamed. I was the one who opened the wine, who said he could stay, who couldn't stop him.
Mum, none of this is your fault. Even if you did have feelings for him, it didn't give him the right to do that to you.
I was confused. I didn't know what I felt.
Why did you tell Dad and not me?
He knew something was wrong when I came back here.
You wouldn't tell me. Someone round to see him.
Did he admit it?
Hadn't a clue why your mother left her job.
Your dad came with me last night to report it to the police.
One time you didn't take matters into your own hands.
Listen, I teach that scumbag less than a heartbeat.
But I told him not to. We need to do this the right way.
Andrew's a solicitor. He's going to wriggle out of this.
The police took it really seriously.
Oh, good. Well, we just need to trust the system.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, sweetheart.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you told me now.
Thanks, love. Oh, and I didn't mean to disrupt your day like this. You must have appointments to get to.
No, I can stay.
Amber, I don't need looking after.
Well, I do have some stuff at Lou's that I need for my meeting. But only if you're sure.
Go. Well, she took that better than expected.
Aye.
I'll get absolutely no work done this afternoon
I know.
because I'll be spending it thinking about you.
Oh, you're a wee sweetheart, so you are.
I'll see you later.
Bye, doll.
Don't be so stupid, eh? You know, I knew you were going to try and pull something.
Well, can you blame me?
No, I don't. I've thought many times what I want to do if I'd have a chance.
What are you waiting for?
He's put certain measures in place in case anything happens to him.
Like what?
Well, he's made sure the police are going to come straight to your door.
Well, so what? We've had heat from them before.
Not like this. He's made sure if anything, and I mean anything happens to him, we get done for it.
What? And is that all you care about?
I care about your mother. And I'm worried about her, Amber. She needs us both on the same side. You've seen what's happened to her.
You can't get away with this.
We can't touch him. Not a minute anyway. So we just need to set aside our differences and be there for your mother. That's the important thing right now. Can we do that? Amber, you've seen your mum. She wants to deal with this on her own terms.
Fine. I'll cancel my council meeting. For Mum's sake.
Why don't you pop in later, eh? See how she's doing.
What are you looking for, doll? Vogue. Grazia. Settle for a hello. Oh, would you know? Aye, well, this is Montego Street, no Park Avenue. The only other person that ever asked for Vogue around here was...
Lydia. She's still not talking to you?
No heard hee-haw since that day on the street.
Yeah, Stevie said you'd had words.
Any wonder? She totally left Andrew high and dry without so much as an apology.
You still don't know why she quit?
No, Scooby, no.
Maybe you need to reach out. Come on, you could be the bigger person, especially if you don't know what's going on with her right now.
I know exactly what's going on with her right now. Lenny Murdoch, that's what's going on. To think it was me who listened to how hurt she was after he faked that amnesia. Aye, I took her in and Andrew gave her the means to be independent with her own flat and a job.
Scarlett.
And now he's got his claws back into her. She's gone crawling back to Lenny even though she knows he is a devil in disguise.
Scarlett.
What is it?
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I was having a private conversation with my daughter-in-law.
Yeah, Stevie and I are married.
You know what I mean?
For your information, my mum didn't go crawling back to my dad, so you can keep your opinions to yourself. You're supposed to be her friend.
Your mum has cut me out. And don't even get me started about how she treated poor Andrew.
Poor Andrew.
Aye.
Right, maybe Scarlett and Lydia need to sit down and air this themselves.
That's a good idea.
No way.
How no? Your mum should be apologising to Andrew. Aye.
Oh, so she should be apologising to him?
He's working himself to the bone now. Because she walked out on him. Aye, and don't even get me started in that flat. Can't have the cleaners in all weekend just to get the place fixed up. And he fought out for it himself.
You think you've got it all worked out, don't you?
No, because she'll not even talk to me.
Well, maybe she has good reason for that.
Right, but she'll not tell me what it is. Very mature.
Ladies, I really do think that the best thing is for Scarlett and Lydia to sit down and just talk about this.
Your mum is lucky that Andrew's been so nice about this. You know, he could take her to court for breaching her employment contract.
Andrew isn't who you think he is.
Excuse me?
Very soon, you're going to find out exactly the kind of man he is.
What's that supposed to mean?
I need to forget about it.
But she said I was going to find out soon enough what kind of man he really is.
Scarlett, Andrew's a good guy. MD can see that.
What was she talking about then?
Who knows? Maybe Lydia's a nightmare to work with. Maybe she's on his case about the flat. It's one thing to be friends with somebody, but see, when you work with them or they're a tenant, it can be totally different.
Speaking for experience, are you talking about my Stevie here?
No, my ex, Peter. So disorganised, it's unreal. Like, working with that's one thing, but see, living with somebody who can't pay the bills on time, that's another.
But if it was something like that, why would Andrew not just tell me?
Maybe he doesn't want to come between yous. Or maybe Lydia really does want to be with Lenny again and it's just easier to blame Andrew than tell Amber the truth.
I think you might be onto something there. Because rumour has it that Amber's joined the council because her and Lenny are in good terms.
There you go.
No, but Lydia's obviously telling Amber stuff about Andrew that just isn't true.
Yeah, but you can't control that.
Amber seemed so sure about what she was saying, but...
Well, she wasn't willing to elaborate.
No, she wasn't.
Do you think Andrew and Lydia have had a fallout and he's just been too worried to tell you about it?
There's only one way to find out.
Thank you very much.
What's the big emergency?
Well, it's not really an emergency.
Then what?
Amber was in the shop earlier and we were arguing about Lydia and she said some things about you.
About me?
Well, she was talking in riddles, but...
Scarlett, I told you it's best to stay away from Lydia. If she's decided to cut you out, then it's her loss.
But Amber was saying she'd cut me out with good reason. And then started on saying that
Maybe you know who I think you are.
Then who am I supposed to be then?
That's what I mean. It didn't make any sense. It's like she was trying to tell me that you're hiding something from me.
So you wanted to ask me what that might be?
I'm sorry, but the men in my life have had a habit of keeping secrets over the years.
No skeletons here, I'm afraid.
So I was wondering if maybe you and Lydia had fallen out about work or the flat or something that you don't want to tell me.
I wish there was something I could pinpoint to explain her bizarre behaviour, but there isn't. If you want my take on this, I think Lenny's behind it. He's turned Amber and Lydia against us.
But why? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, me and Lenny Murdoch have never seen eye to eye.
Look, he's jealous. He threatened me to stay away from Lydia a few times. Got it into his head there was something going on between us.
Why would you think that?
Because he's Lenny Murdoch. He treats Lydia like a possession.
Ah, you're right. He's always been like that.
There you go, then. I'm sorry if somehow Lydia working for me has ended up coming between you both.
Oh, it's not your fault.
Why don't we forget all about the Murdochs, and I'll take you out for a very nice lunch.
Sounds good to me.
A bottle of your finest champagne, please.
Oh, what we're celebrating?
Us. How do you think Madonna will feel about us seeing a bit more of each other?
Well, me and her have been spending more time together, and so things have been really good. She says she wants me to be happy, and well, you make me happy.
I hope she sees that, and maybe finally accepts you and I as a couple.
You've had the patience of a saint, Andrew. Most guys would tell me to forget it, but you've been so understanding about everything.
Well, you are worth it.
Oh, lovely. Andrew, it was a lovely afternoon.
It was. It was perfect. Hey.
What's going on? Oh, Madonna. She's been far too well behaved recently. This has to be something to do with her.
Don't worry. I'll find out what's going on.
What's going on?
You tell me. What have you been up to?
Nothing. I've actually been doing something nice for someone else today.
What the post down here at my door?
Nothing to do with me.
Andrew. What's going on?
They just want me to go down to the station to help them with something.
What do you mean? Help them with what?
They're telling me it's regarding a sexual assault.
Wait a minute. They're here for you?
It's an absolutely ludicrous accusation. Look, don't worry. I'll sort it out and I'll see you in a little while.
Over here for Andrew.
I think so.
Why, what's he done?
Nothing. He's just helping them with some questions.